Filling the liquid nitrogen. Remove the white dewar covers. Insert the liquid nitrogen funnel into the dewar. Use a small liquid nitrogen dewar to fill the microscope dewar. Pour slowly into the funnel. Do not overfill the funnel. Continue filling the funnel until liquid nitrogen flows out of the funnel's styrofoam base. The liquid nitrogen should last 5 to 8 hours. Return the white dewar cover. Turning on the instrument. Carefully grab the ATR from the base plate and back of the unit. Slightly lift the ATR and slide the unit out. Flip the power switch on the top back right corner of the instrument. Wait 1 to 2 minutes for the instrument to initialize. Flip the power switch on the left side of the microscope. The microscope display will take 1 to 2 minutes to initialize. Wait for initialization to finish. On the computer, press the power button located on the upper right corner of the tower. Log into the computer. The username and password are found in the instrument SOP. Wait for the computer to start up. Click on the Spectra Manager icon. Energy Throughput Spectra Measurement. In Spectra Manager, double-click on Spectra Measurement. Wait for Spectra Measurement to initialize. Expand the Spectra Measurement window if needed. Click on Settings and then on Auto Alignment. In the Auto Alignment window, check Energy at the bottom left corner of the window. The energy should be at least 20,000. If the energy is not at least 20,000, click on Start. Wait for the auto alignment procedure to finish. The process takes several minutes. Click on Close. Close Spectra Measurement. Microscope Measurement. Setup. In Spectra Manager, double-click on Microscope Measurement. Wait for Microscope Measurement to initialize. Expand the Microscope Measurement window if needed. Under Measurement Parameters, click on the Standard tab. Set the number of scans, generally set to 8. Set the resolution, generally set to 4 wave numbers. Set the range. The available range is 7800 wave numbers to 600 wave numbers. Click on Apply. In vertical axis, set sample to desired mode, generally set to % transmission. Set background to desired mode, generally set to single. In microscope parameter, click on the Objective Lens tab. Use the drop-down menu to select the 16x Cassegrain. Wait for the instrument to set the lens. Click on the Ref/Trans tab. Use the drop-down menu to set the light path to the desired mode. Place sample on the sample platform. Adjust the Z-axis to focus the microscope. Use the Z-axis slide bar to move the stage up and down. Slide the bar up to move the stage up. Slide the bar down to move the stage down. The image on the screen may initially be a black screen. As the microscope gets closer to focus, the light from the microscope will appear from either the bottom or top of the image. Continue adjusting the Z-axis until the desired focus is achieved. The arrows at each end of the Z-axis can be used for fine adjustment. Once the focus is sufficiently close, autofocus can be used. Autofocus takes a couple of minutes. In microscope parameters, in the Illumination Zoom tab, adjust brightness and magnification as desired. How to move the sample stage. The user can move the stage in the X and Y planes to observe different portions of the sample. Click and hold on the image, then drag in any direction to move the stage to that area of the sample. An orange arrow will appear. The more the user extends the arrow, the faster the stage will move. The less the user extends the arrow, the slower the stage will move. The stage can also be moved with the joystick. Move the joystick in the direction that points towards the desired area of the sample. Microscope measurement, single point measurements. Click on the point measurement button. In microscope parameters, in the aperture tab, set the desired aperture size. For best performance, the aperture should be small enough to be completely encompassed by the particles to be measured. Set the size and click on Apply. The aperture on the image will change to the desired size. Make a background measurement. Move the stage so the aperture is on an empty portion of the substrate. Click on the background measurement button. Make a sample measurement. Move the stage so the aperture is on a sample of interest. Click on the sample measurement button. A measurement list will appear. Continue making as many sample measurements as desired. The measurement data will automatically be sent to microimaging analysis. Microimage analysis, single point measurements. Microimaging analysis should automatically open after the first measurement. Subsequent measurement data will automatically be sent to microimage analysis. Go to the microimage analysis window. Expand the window if needed. Click on Processing, then Peak Processing, and then on Peak Find. For peak, set from where to detect peaks. Set the desired noise level. Click on Apply. If needed, adjust the desired noise level to reduce the number of peaks. A higher noise level will exclude more peaks. Expand the window if needed. A list of peaks will be available on the left of the window. To add a peak, use the mouse to move the cursor to a peak, then click on Add. When finished, click on OK. Microscope measurement, mapping measurements. Click on the Mapping Measurement button. Use measurement parameters in the Mapping tab and microscope parameters in the Aperture tab to set the mapping lattice parameters. Interval sets the spacing between the lattice cells. Set the interval and aperture to the same size so the mapping lattice cells are touching. Click on Apply. Background measurement should be set to arbitrary position and set when to measure the background. Set the background measurement point. Click on the Setting Background button. Move the stage so the aperture is on an empty portion of the substrate. Click on the Register Current Position button. A green box will appear with B1 in the middle. Set the mapping area. Click on the Setting Sample button. Click on the Add Sample Cursor button. Use the mouse to click, hold, and drag to form a box around the area to be mapped. Release the mouse and a lattice will appear. Click on the Map Measurement Start button. The instrument will measure the background and then start measuring each lattice point. As each lattice point is measured, the data will appear. Lattice points that have been measured can be selected to see the spectrum. When the measurement is finished, the data will automatically be sent to microimage analysis. If another measurement is desired, click on the arrow cursor button and the Preview Still button may need to be clicked. Repeat steps for another measurement. Microimage analysis. Mapping measurements. Microimage analysis should automatically open after the first measurement. Subsequent measurement data will automatically be sent to microimage analysis. Go to the microimaging analysis window, expand the window if needed, and adjust the different sections if needed. There are 3 sections to be familiar with: Analysis Spectrum, Data Image, and Mapping Image. Clicking on the mapping image will bring up the spectrum for a given lattice cell. The selected cell will be outlined. The keyboard arrow keys can be used to move between adjacent cells. Select a cell on a particle of interest that has a distinct peak. Change the analysis spectrum or overlay spectrum by clicking on the recast to change the analysis spectrum to the currently selected lattice cell spectrum. Click on Overlay to overlay the selected lattice cell spectrum with the analysis spectrum. In Analysis Spectrum, click on Zoom and zoom on the peak of interest. To zoom in, click, hold, and drag the cursor to create a box around the desired zoom window. To zoom out, click with the right mouse button in Analysis Spectrum. Select a peak calculation method. Generally select peak height or peak area. If peak height is selected, there will be 3 analysis markers, 2 outer markers to mark the peak base, and 1 center marker to mark the peak max. Click and hold on the boxes to drag the analysis markers. If using peak area, click and hold on the white boxes to drag the analysis markers. Use both analysis markers to encompass the peak of interest. Once a peak is selected, a data image will appear and automatically update as different peaks are selected. At the bottom of the screen, the operator may need to expand the peak calculation parameters. In the peak calculation parameters, the operator can select different ways to display data. P1 is used to display the image based on peak 1 from the analysis spectrum. P2 is used to display the image based on peak 2 from the analysis spectrum, When P2 is selected, a new set of peak markers will appear on the analysis spectrum. Use analysis markers to encompass the peak of interest. P1/P2 and P2/P1 is used to display the data based on the ratio between peak 1 and peak 2. Copying images. Use the mouse to click on the desired image to copy. Analysis spectrum, data image, or mapping image. Click on Edit, and then click on Copy as Picture or Copy as Bitmap. The image will need to be saved in Word or a similar software. Saving. Click on File, then on Save. Save the file in the desired folder. Printing. Click on File, then on Print. Select what elements to include in the PDF, then click on Print. Save the file in the desired folder. Shut down. Close all the software, shut down the computer, flip off the power switch on the left side of the microscope. Flip off the power switch on the top back right corner of the instrument. Return the ATR to the sample cell of the FTIR unit. Carefully grab the ATR from the base plate and back of the unit. Slowly slide the ATR into the sample cell until the silver pegs line up with the peg holes of the ATR plate. There is a piece of tape that helps as a guide. The instrument SOP should be located next to the instrument. If assistance is needed, please look in the instrument SOP for the contact information of the scientific instrument specialist.